The stars had never felt so close. Inside the spaceship, Nina's hands were pressed against the cool glass, her breath fogging the surface as entire galaxies drifted past like scattered glowing jewels. Beside her, Zog, a creature of boundless curiosity and a perpetually wagging tail, fumbled with his oversized helmet. His tail thumped against the metal floor, a rhythm of pure excitement. "We're really doing it, Zog," Nina whispered, her voice filled with a mix of awe and disbelief. Zog finally secured his helmet and looked at her, his big, bright eyes reflecting the swirling cosmos outside. "A brand new planet, Nina," he replied, his voice buzzing through his cums. "No maps, no rules, just us and whatever's out there." Their ship, the Stardrifter, descended smoothly, breaking through a sky that shimmered like liquid light. It landed with a soft, reassuring hum on a world painted in impossible shades of deep blue and vibrant violet. Outside the viewport, massive rocks floated lazily through the air, defying gravity as if they were bubbles in a vast ethereal ocean. Nina took a deep breath, her heart pounding a steady drum against her ribs. She initiated the disembarking sequence, and the ramp lowered with a gentle hiss, revealing the alien landscape. She was the first to step out, her boots making a soft crunch on the crystalline ground. The air was sweet, smelling of ozone and something floral she couldn't quite place. She turned to Zog, a wide grin spreading across her face. "Welcome to planet Aurelius." The ground beneath their feet pulsed with a soft, rhythmic light, as if the very planet was alive and breathing. As they began to explore, the strange, bioluminescent plants around them seemed to react to their presence. They unfolded their petals and leaves, shifting in color with every step Nina and Zog took. It was a world that wasn't just beautiful, it was interactive. Zog, ever the scientist of the pair, knelt down, his gloved hand hovering just above the glowing soil. He closed his eyes for a moment, concentrating. "Nina, this planet, it's listening," he said, his voice laced with wonder. "It's not just responding to our movement, it's reacting to our emotions." To test his theory, Nina let out a genuine, happy laugh. As if on cue, the violet sky brightened and the plants around her pulsed with a warm, golden light. It was magical, but the wonder of this new paradise was short. A low, deep rumble suddenly echoed across the landscape, originating from behind a range of floating mountains in the distance. The ground trembled beneath them, and the gentle, pulsing light of the planet faltered. Something was wrong. From the shadows of the floating peaks, massive creatures began to emerge. They weren't made of flesh and bone, but of pure, swirling dark energy. They were like holes in reality, voids that seemed to suck the light and color out of the world. Wherever these shadow beings moved, the vibrant blues and violets of Aurelius faded into a dull, lifeless gray. The glowing plants withered and dimmed as they passed. Nina watched in horror. "Zog there, draining the planet," she whispered, her earlier joy replaced by a chilling dread. Zog's eyes widened, his scientific mind quickly calculating the consequences. If Aurelius loses all its light, its energy, it will collapse. The entire planet will just cease to exist. As fear gripped them, the planet itself seemed to share their terror. The ground, which had pulsed with life just moments before, began to crack. The sky, once a brilliant tapestry of color, dimmed to a gloomy twilight. But Aurelius was dying, and their own fear was accelerating its demise. Nina squeezed her eyes shut, trying to block out the rising panic. Then she took a slow, deep breath, her resolve hardening. She looked at Zog, her expression firm. Then we don't fight them with fear. Nina reached out and took Zog's hand. His paw was trembling slightly, but he gripped her hand tightly in return. "What do we do?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "We give it something else to feel," Nina said. "We give it what we have right now, us." They closed their eyes, standing together amidst the encroaching darkness. Instead of focusing on the terrifying shadow creatures, they focused on each other. Nina thought of their years of friendship, the countless adventures, the unwavering trust they shared. She focused on the hope that had brought them across the galaxy to this beautiful world. Zog, in turn, focused on his calm, analytical nature, his deep affection for Nina, and his unshakable belief in their ability to overcome anything together. They poured every ounce of their positive emotions, calm, hope, trust, and friendship out into the world around them. The effect was instantaneous and breathtaking. The ground beneath their feet began to glow brighter than ever before, a brilliant white light spreading outwards from where they stood. The withered plants surged back to life, rising tall and shining like a field of miniature stars. Waves of pure concentrated light pulsed through the soil, radiating across the plains in concentric circles, pushing back the encroaching shadows. The shadow creatures shrieked as the light washed over them, but it wasn't a sound of pain. It was a sound of release, of transformation. Their dark, chaotic forms unraveled, breaking apart and reforming into harmless, gentle beams of pure energy that drifted peacefully up into the sky, becoming new stars in the auraless firmament. The colors returned to the world, more vibrant and brilliant than before. The sky was a dazzling spectacle, and the ground pulsed with a steady, healthy heartbeat. Aurelius was safe. As they stood there, catching their breath, a glowing symbol materialized in the sky above them, a complex, beautiful pattern of light. It wasn't a warning, it was an invitation, a thank you. Zog looked up at the symbol, then back at Nina, a wide, relieved smile on his face. This planet, it didn't just listen to us, he said. It chose us. We're a part of its story now. Nina looked out at the endless expanse of stars, feeling a profound sense of connection not just to Aurelius, but to the entire universe. Then this is just the beginning, old friend. Their ship, the Star Drifter, lifted off once more, leaving behind a world reborn and pulsating with light. As they charted a course for their next destination, they carried with them a new understanding. In a galaxy filled with countless unknown worlds and unimaginable dangers, the most powerful forces of all weren't weapons or technology. They were courage, harmony, and the unbreakable bond of friendship, and their next great adventure was just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching our story unfold. If you enjoyed Nina and Zog's journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures across the cosmos. We'll see you on the next planet.